All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a jam-packed episode of Attack on Cowboys as it pertains to news updates about the trade deadline, trading away George Pickens. Yeah, I'm about to go off. Y'all already know what time it is. And Micah Parsons, man. Micah Parsons. You can't leave well enough alone, huh? Man, mind your damn business. Man, shut your up. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump into the first thing right here. I think this is probably the most relevant thing the Cowboys fans want to hear about right now, and that's the trade deadline and whether or not the Cowboys will be active. Now, I'm going to warn you before I read this because some of y'all asses, bro, some of y'all are the knee-jerk kings, man. The way y'all ride the emotional roller coaster, I'm trying to save y'all from that joint. I'm trying to tell you, maybe you need to sit this one out because some of y'all can't handle that roller coaster, man. Relax. But let's get right into Jerry Jones discussing the potential deadline move. Man, and I'm going to say this right now. It could possibly be just him. Even though he says expressly, oh, this is not me just hedging or anything. This could be Jerry not wanting to look desperate. Because if you're desperate in the market, you get taken advantage of. That's like you desperately need to get your car fixed. Usually a mechanic will take advantage of your ass. Same concept, right? Jerry Jones to 105.3 The Fan says on potential deadline move, quote, I can tell you this right now. There is not a trade in my mind, the beginning and end of one, as we sit here and talk at all. That's not a hedge. We just don't have one at this time that I would do. Remember, Jerry has told you in the past, these things are fluid. They can change day by day. So don't take this as, oh, the Cowboys won't see any trades over the next week that they don't like or that become available that they can't do. Do not take this as that. But I will say, I would not expect to be using any of these number ones. And all this time, I never want to use the number one unless it was truly a star player, a game-changing star player that was under contract for multiple seasons already, a Max Crosby, a Myles Garrett. I'm not spending none of these number ones, bro. To me, getting those extra number ones made number twos, number threes, number fours expendable because those are the picks that you traditionally have not done all that well, especially your number two draft picks. So to me, the number ones made the twos expendable more than anything, right? But Jerry's pretty much saying like, hey, right now, as far as like any conversations being had with teams, and this could be true because they did reach out to the Raiders and the Bengals and stuff like that. Those teams don't want to get off of their star pass rusher. So right now, it could be true that they don't see any trades that they really would want to do. But I suggest Cowboys fans don't give up hope yet if you want to see some type of move made. Now, I really don't think there's going to be any kind of move made that would warrant number one picks being moved. But a day two pick, maybe an early day three pick, absolutely I could see something like that happening for the Dallas Cowboys. So I wouldn't completely mail it in yet as it pertains to holding your breath about the trade deadline. So that's the update about the trade deadline. Just want to make sure y'all are in the loop with the latest thing that Jerry said because this thing changes every day. Just yesterday, he was talking about how, yeah, I would absolutely improve. So this thing changes every day. Don't take too much stock in it. We got roughly about 7 days remaining before the trade deadline or whatever it may be. Next thing I want to talk about right here is why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? I'm about to go off on the media real quick. Ed Werder, Calvin Watkins, Nick Kalashaw, whatever the hell dude's name is. Whoever that dude is. Y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. Kalashaw. Tim Kalashaw. Bro, Cowboys fans, I beg you, please stop feeding these type of platforms. Please stop feeding platforms that get so unimaginative, that get so thirsty, that are so destructive for our community that the only thing they can do is theory craft the most nonsensical possible scenarios for the Cowboys. I'm about to talk to you about all the reasons why this whole trading George Pickens thing is an absolute non-story. Ed Werder's goofy ass had the nerve to report, source, with a week remaining before the NFL trade deadline, the Cowboys have not engaged in contract extension talks with wide receiver George Pickens or his representatives. Pickens is on an expiring contract. Franchise player designation is an option that would cost projected. They literally told us right after we traded for George, his representative told us they are not negotiating contracts until after this current season that we are currently in. So this useless ass, destructive ass, messy ass, toxic ass report was completely unnecessary. Ed Warder, you human walking, talking dildo. What is up with you dudes, bruh? I don't understand why you have these boners for trying to report on stuff that has already had answers given. You report on stuff that we need answers for, not stuff that we know answers about already. And then try to present it as if it's new information. Source tells me that you're a dumbass. The source was probably Google, bro. They told us they're not negotiating until the end of the season. So Cowboys fans, knowledgeable Cowboys fans that come across Attack on Cowboys and watch my channel, man, be sure to subscribe if y'all do, bro. Help your boy out. Subscribe. HBO, help your brother out. Cowboys fans, don't pay this no mind. Don't pay the storyline any attention as it pertains to, they're not negotiating yet. Pickens representatives said before the season they don't want to negotiate until after the season. And that's because his value has probably been hurt by playing in Pittsburgh. So now his representatives want to give him a chance to increase his value over the totality of a season. So give it a rest. Now, the second part of this is, why do we keep trying to find ways to trade George Pickens? What are we doing here where we feel like the best thing to do is to trade George Pickens when he's on an expiring deal, he needs a new contract, and the value that you would get back for trading George Pickens, period, the value you would get back would be less than what George Pickens himself is actually worth because of the contract situation. So no, trading him right now is not the best idea. Trading him at all, honestly, after you just gave up a pick to get him, it would be stupid. It would be dumb. And guess what? His value hasn't increased enough to where you would increase your profit on the pick that you gave away to get the dude, man. This is grade A stupidity. Grade A stupidity is what we're seeing from our media members, from the reporters. And I'm gonna be honest, I miss the days where reporters reported and they spent less time giving their opinions. Because quite frankly, our beat reporters, I could go without you guys' opinions. Y'all are not content creators. Y'all are not someone that we care to know what you feel the team should do. We just care about what you have to say because you're at the building and you should let us know what's happening with the team, not what you think should be happening with the team, because you guys have terrible ideas. And I'm so glad that all of you radio hosts, all of you guys, man, even some people I like Zach Walchuk. I like a couple of these guys, Ben Rogers. I like some of these guys. Y'all suck when it comes to trying to beat fantasy GMs. Because trading George Pickens to build your defense up is stupidity when the Dallas Cowboys have the second most cap space in the NFL right now. It's stupidity when the Dallas Cowboys' entire defense, most of their starters, Kenneth Murray, Donovan Wilson, Dante Fowler Jr., Kyer Elam, Sam Williams, Jack Sanborn, literally, Damone Clark, literally half of their defensive contributors will be free agents, unrestricted free agents this upcoming season. Guess what that means? More cap space opens up. So quit trying to sell to fans this idea that the only way to build up your team is to trade away a guy that has completed the puzzle for your offensive side of the ball. So now we don't have to worry about the offense anymore. Y'all, we don't have to worry about the offense anymore. All we got to do is keep drafting young rookies every 2 or 3 years and we good at the running back position. We don't have to worry about the offense anymore. But y'all want to trade away the guy that was the missing piece for your offense that you've been looking for 3 or 4 seasons now. Because remember, the biggest issue when we went to those playoff games against the San Francisco 49ers, the biggest issue when we've seen our offense get shut down is because they didn't have a real second option. And now they have a real second option that could be a first option any given Sunday. And now y'all want to trade that for what kind of draft pick on an expiring deal? A 3rd-round pick? A 4th-round pick? You gave away a 3rd-round pick, ignoramuses. So you would have to get a first for him for it to be worth it. And you think any team is giving up a first for a guy that they could possibly sign outright this offseason when they have to sign him outright this offseason anyways if the Cowboys try to trade this dude? It is stupid. Stop talking about it. Fans, quit going to people's communities acting like it's a valid talking point. It's not. There's so many things outside of just how I feel. There's so many things that makes it an invalid talking point, an invalid discussion, a stupid way to do business that no team has set a precedent for. When is the last time you see the NFL team trade for a semi-star player and then trade him 2-3 months later? When is the last time you've seen that? You have not, especially when that dude has had nothing but positive impacts on your team. You have not seen that. So stop acting like and creating this false reality where Jerry Jones and our front office is so damn bad and so stupid and so inept that you know so much more than them that they would possibly do something that dumb. Being trade for this dude and let him walk and not get nothing for him after trading assets for this dude. Are y'all dumb? That doesn't make sense. It's not even about being a Cowboys. It doesn't make business NFL sense. And I don't care how much y'all dislike the Cowboys, usually with their moves, you can at least see 98% of their moves, you can at least see the business sense that it makes. Amari Cooper may be the one exception for that. The one. But everyone else, you can see the business sense that it makes once you take your fan hat off. Even the Micah thing. We're not paying him $47 million. The defense would be asked with a super high paid pass rusher on that mug. That's what happened. And we would have paid him $47 million. For those of y'all to keep acting like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have traded Micah. It would be the same thing we saw it happen last year with Micah. We saw it happen time after time and time again with Micah. We saw it happen against the Green Bay Packers with Micah in the playoffs. So shut y'all bitch asses up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Speaking of Micah, I'm not going to give any more time to that George Pickens crap. Micah Parsons questions Cowboys' handling of Trevon Diggs' health. I think they let him down. Micah, you realize that going to Green Bay, you finally realize that your star has been dimmed, that no one cares as much, that you're not seen as much, that you're not talked about as much. Yeah, the media's going to like you more because you don't have the star attached to you, so the media's going to like you more, but no one gives a damn. So now you got to figure out ways to keep attaching yourself to the star. Shut your bitch ass up too, bro. We don't care what you think. We don't care about your sensitive, soft, victimhood-ass idea that the Cowboys did Trevon Diggs wrong when he was the only person this summer who put a timeline on when he would return. The front office all offseason said, we don't know when he's going to be back. We're not going to put timelines on that. We're going to let these guys get healthy. We were all under the assumption he would be back mid-season around the same time Demo was. He told us in July, I'm trying to be back by the first week of the season. He told us that. So stop acting like anybody did him wrong. Grown-ass men, rich millionaires, continuously walking around trying to play this victim-ass role, trying to act like they slaves. Shut y'all bitch asses up. If y'all want to act like slaves, all right, cool. All right, cool. I'm homeboy off of Django at this point. Get y'all asses in the field and shut up and quit complaining then. If y'all slaves, why y'all complaining so damn much? Man, cut this out, bro. All this victim crap. You know who got let down by Trevon Diggs? The fan base, the organization. That motherfucker ain't been on the field in 3 years. That's who got let down. Fuck the players' feelings, bro. Why is everyone trying to make the general populace care so much about rich millionaires' feelings that get to play a game for a living? Shut up. Shut up with this victim crap. Holy crap. Parsons questioned the Cowboys' decision to play Diggs in their September 4th opener at the Eagles. Honestly, I feel like they F my dog over. You know what I mean? He's the only person that said he would be back for the Eagles. Parsons told y'all, and you damn right, if he hasn't played for 2 years since I gave him a contract and he tells me I'm healthy enough, my shit worked. What I did during the offseason worked. You damn right. Get your black ass on that field then and show me it worked. I ain't about to protect you from yourself. Motherfucker, I done paid you for free for 2 seasons. Get on this field. Honestly, I feel like they F my dog over. You know what I mean? Parsons told Yahoo Sports in the post-game locker room after this Green Bay Packers beat the Piss. Why are you talking about the Cowboys after the Steelers? We don't even play us no more this season. You thirsty. You're giving bitter ex-girlfriend. Michael, use a whole ass female for this, bro. Shut your bitch ass. Quit talking about the Cowboys, bro. I don't even want to read the rest of this, man. Y'all know what time it is, bro. Either way, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Micah Parsons, shut your bitch ass up. And how? Bow! them Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey!